All right, today's English assignment is a continuation of yesterday's helping verbs. Today, we're going to really you can focus on just three of the helping verbs: the has, the have, and the had. And this should look pretty familiar to you because we touched on it yesterday, using the pronouns, in the correct sense, using it, whether the subject is singular or the plural. So together, we're combining the use of these with subject-verb agreement. Your assignment and lesson today is on page 242 in your textbook. I really suggest that you turn to that page and follow along with it because you have a nice table that will help you to determine when to use has, have, or had. Has and have are not the hard ones. It's had that becomes a little bit tricky. So using these three helping verbs, has, have, and had, to help the main verb show an action in the past, only in the past tense. These are past tense helping verbs. Both the main verb and the helping verb must agree with the subject of the sentence. Has, that's the one we use with the singular subject. Or if you have a singular pronoun like he, she, or it, then we use has. Have is when we use with a plural subject, or if you have I, you, we, or they pronouns, right? You, we, they, we, and they, especially those are plural. I and you are a little bit different, right? So you have to use have with those. And then the third one is had. Now this is, like I said, it's the tricky one because had can be used with either a singular subject or a plural subject. Even adults have trouble determining when to use have or had. It all depends on the context of the sentence and how it's used with the rest of the sentences. So in most cases, it can be used, either of them can be used. But have has specific plural times and has is definitely singular, used with singular subjects. Okay? So I'm gonna put these helping verbs into the sentences as we go along here, and compare it to the subject of the sentence. So in the first one, my sister, blank fun playing ball. My sister is a singular subject, so in that case, I have to use the helping verb has. She is a pronoun, but it's singular pronoun, so I have to use has. Has hit many home runs. I is the time that, even though I'm talking about one person, I have to use the helping verb have. I have loved watching her play. The rule says we use have with I, you, we, or they, as well as plural subjects. We, again, that's talking about more than one. It is plural. So I'm going to use have here. Now the last two, notice these last two sentences are pretty much the same except for the two subjects. In the first one, the team blank played well. We're talking about a singular. And here we're talking about a plural. The teams played well. Here's a situation where we could use either had or have, because these are all past tense, remember. These are all past tense sentences, have past tense verb. Now, you might ask, can I use had here? Nope, you can't use had in this one. I had loved watching her play because we use have with I, okay? And here, we have enjoyed the games, or we had enjoyed the games. The best choice to use here is have. When we use we or I, the best thing to use is have, right? But the had can be tricky when to use it, either singular or plural. Now, the sentences you're going to work with today, it's going to be obvious which ones you will use because you're going to be given choices. And so you'll know. You won't have to determine whether it's going to be have or had. You'll get a choice and you'll know which one it is. Right? So like yesterday, I have made you a document that you're going to use in Cami. So it looks like this. But you do need your textbook because you're working from page 243 with the sentences that are on there on numbers 6 through 20. So pretty much the same directions. So for part A, instead of writing the sentences, you're just going to read the sentence in your textbook and you type the correct helping verb. You do not need to type the sentence, just put the correct helping verb that you would use next to the number. Part B, it asks you in your textbook to write the new sentence and use the correct verb in parentheses. Now, you're sort of going to do that on your own, but you're going to type the sentence with that correct verb in it, right here on the line. Use the past tense of the underlined verb. Okay? You have a verb, it's already underlined in your textbooks. You're just going to type the new sentence and make sure that you're using the correct verb that's in parentheses, right? Using past tense forms. That one should be pretty clear for you. And again, open it in Cami, do it right there, and then make sure that you turn it in. Save it, please. Make sure you save it. I got a couple of blank assignments yesterday and had to be fixed. So, all right. So that's it for today. That's due tomorrow morning. Once again, don't forget to submit it. That's your assignment. Get to work.